Hello and welcome back to the Sideboard here at Star City Games Columbus at the Origins Game Fair. I am joined by Deon Daugherty, and he has brought Witch-Maw Control, is what you called it, I think?
Yeah.
So like Witch-Maw mid-range, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a lot of value in this deck. So tell me where you started out with this deck and what happened to make it this monster that it became.
Originally started out as a bug deck with Farseeks and just a lot of value cards, Thragtusk, Disciple. And then eventually I realized the mana is so perfect in this format, I can just splash white for Sphinx's Revelation. And it slowly moved into where I could creep in Restoration Angel with Thragtusk, Bloxman Smiter, and Blood Baron of Vizkopa.
Right. Now, Blood Baron of Vizkopa is a card that's been picking up in popularity the last couple weeks. This is the second deck tech that we've done with Blood Baron in the main deck. Talk to me about why Blood Baron is so good right now.
A lot of the main removal spells are white or black, and a lot of the strong creatures themselves are white, like Smiter, Voice Token. They can just block for days, and if you get lucky, you get a 10/10, you lose.
Right. This card basically has protection from all of the aristocrats.
Yeah.
Has protection from the aristocrats' decks in general. Pretty much nothing can block it except for like a Young Wolf. Can't really do that profitably. Only things that really take it out are like Mizian Mortars and top deck Bonfire of the Dams. That's about it.
Multiple spears, but
multiples. Yeah.
2 for 1s are always good.
If you carry 2 spears, then you're probably trying to take out Thragtusk. Speaking of which, you have Restoration Angel Thragtusk, a combo that has sort of fallen off in recent months. The format, I remember when Thragtusk first came out and Return to Ravnica was the only set of Return to Ravnica block, Thragtusk Restoration Angel decks were all the people played, and this combo has sort of not really been played as much. Why are you decided to bring it back?
It's just strong. All the aggro decks out there, I mean, you can throw Thragtusk and then Resto Thragtusk, get the Beast, Blocker, and Thragtusk, the 5 life.
Nice.
And it also is quite well with Disciple of Bolas.
Absolutely, and we have 2 Disciple of Bolas in this deck to be able to gain value off of all of your creatures. So you've got Thragtusk, which
5.
obviously combos well with Disciple. Restoration Angel can combo in multiple different ways. It can either draw you end of turn cards, or it can give you more effects off of your Thragtusk
And
to be able to sacrifice that creature.
And nothing is below 3, so I mean it's 3 cards, 3 life, 2/1 body.
Absolutely, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Aetherlink. Aetherlink decks that have Farseek in them. Reed Duke wrote this week that if you have Farseek in your deck, you're the better Aetherlink deck just because you have the mana advantage.
Yes.
Farseek and Sphinx's Revelation, also very good friends that we don't see as much paired together. Certainly not in the same deck with Abrupt Decay. So you've got Abrupt Decay and Putrefy. So talk to me about that removal suite.
Abrupt Decay is good for a lot of the aggressive decks. It's 2 mana, can get rid of anything, gets rid of the 3 mana Planeswalkers out there, mainly Daugherty. Also can get O-Ring Detention Sphere if it's out there, and just any token. 5/5 Demon? Nope.
Absolutely, and Putrefy is able to take down the bigger threats, things like Thundermaw, Hellkite.
Thundermaw, Angel of Serenity, and the occasional Staff of Men.
Right, and
or any artifact.
We now also have Far and Away, which is able to take care of make you bounce the Avacyn's Pilgrim Sack, the Geist of St. Traft. I think we've all seen that trick. The one other wild card we have in here is Plasm Capture.
Yes, Plasm Capture.
We have 2 Plasm Captures. We are a little bit of a mana-hungry deck.
Yes.
Plasm Capture being your counter spell of choice.
Yes. 26 land, majority it's green-blue. At worst, it's a 4 mana counter spell, but at best, it's counter your Sphinx's Revelation, I'll play mine for free, or counter your Thragtusk, I'll play my own. Very good against the mid-range and control heavy decks.
And in a deck like this, as opposed to Dissipate, which is just trying to protect you, the Plasm Capture is able to slingshot you back into the lead after you've already countered the spell.
Or just put me forward.
Or push you even further forward into the lead. So we're going to take a quick look at the sideboard here.
Not to mention the one of Wall of the Archangel.
Right.
Help you the racing situations, and Cavern to make sure those Aetherlinks and Thragtusk stick.
Absolutely. Against the control decks, you're going to want to have the Cavern of Souls to be able, you can get past Dissipates and Syncopates, things like that. And the one of Vault of the Archangel perhaps looks a little greedy, but in a deck like this with 26 mana sources, you're going to draw a lot of lands. Yeah. You want to have a land that can act as a spell every once in a while. And with heavy hitters like Thragtusk and Aetherling, you can certainly race.
Yeah. Fun fact, 17-17 split between spells and creatures.
Well, there you go. Perfect balance. Now we're going to move to the sideboard real quickly. You have a couple interesting choices. I think a lot of people are used to Acidic Slimes, Progenitor Mimics, Jace, Memory Adept. I think most people are used to those. A couple of new cards that people aren't running as much of I want to talk about. First one is Gaze of Granite.
Yes.
Gaze of Granite, the Pernicious Deed sorcery that we have in the format right now. Talk to me about what that comes in against.
It's great against a lot of the aggro decks. Just it's the one-sided Wrath. While like, oh, I play Thragtusk, they still have a nice board presence. To be for 3, I have Thragtusk. What do you have? It's also great against the hexproof decks. Hits their enchantments. Hits the and hexproof guys.
Yep.
The main one I have a problem with is Invisible Stalker.
Absolutely, yeah. Invisible Stalker, you can't block.
No.
And also can't target. That's a bit of a problem, and you don't have access to things like Bonfire of the Damned or Overloaded Mizium Mortars.
All I have are 3 aways.
Right. And so Gaze of Granite certainly helps with that. You also have 2 Negates. Now, Negate is a card that pops up every once in a while, was way more popular about a year ago. People just aren't playing it, and I'm a little confused by it, but you have 2 in your sideboard. Yes. Talk to me about Negate.
It's also good against the hexproof deck because 16 creatures and everything else is an enchantment. It can permanently get rid of a Rancor, any of their enchantments, good against control, and it's not half bad against Jund when they only run 15 creatures at most.
Absolutely, and in a deck with Sphinx's Revelation, you want to be able to counter their Rakdos' return.
Yes.
Yeah, very important.
Or Loxodon Smiter, the Rakdos return.
Exactly. Sure, well, that works too. Loxodon Smiter and Rakdos return. Yeah, I didn't think about that one. That's pretty good. So, if you're looking to have some fun, cast giant spells, use Plasm Capture as mana drain to be able to cast like 45 spells on your turn, this is a good one. You can certainly do worse. Drawing a lot of cards in this deck, playing a lot of powerful monsters. Deon, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm also 3-1.
There you go. Good.
And I had 150 some life at my last match.
Thanks to Vault of the Archangel.
Thanks to Vault,
nice.
yes.
Well, good luck going in the future. We might see you on camera later.
Hopefully.
And we'll see you later here at Star City Games Columbus.